How's it going, everyone? It's good to be back. How are you? It's been a while. Welcome again in my kitchen. Yeah, nothing interesting, but this area is the most lit up place in the entire house, so I have to shoot every vlog in this very seat. I've been pretty busy. Also, I didn't really have any ideas of what to do. Before I head into the video, I wanna talk about that my friend, another friend, started doing vlogging and making videos as well. On his channel he's making mostly photography videos, but probably he will do some street workout videos, I don't know, we'll see. But he's a really awesome guy, he helps me a lot doing my videos and photos. He's literally one of the best guys I've ever met. I'll put a link in the description, so make sure you go check him out. Alright, but back to the topic. In today's video, I've collected some footage from probably the last 3 weeks, maybe a month, and mostly I've been training one dismount. The dismount from pbars is the Somersault. And it's one of the tricks that I've learned around half a year ago, maybe a bit more. The whole story is I was training 360, but I couldn't do it. I hated it. I was really angry, and I said to myself, okay, this is not working. I'm gonna try something else. And I saw that one of the gymnast guys was teaching this weird dismount thing, and they were just doing weird things. And I thought, I mean, let's check it out. Let's see what they're up to. And the guy had like a ramp that you could try dismounting on. The Somersault dismount is like a front flip dismount to the side from P-bars, and you had like progressions, like first you had to jump out to a support position, then to like handstand, then to like a forward roll, and basically on and on. And the very weird thing was that it was so effective, I managed to learn it in like 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I got my first Somersault dismount, and I have no idea how, but I was really happy, because that dismount no one does. Okay, that's not true, but like rarely anybody can do that. And I was really happy about it, because I felt unique, and I felt like this is going to be a really good quote-unquote weapon to use. And also, like, not many people use dismounts, especially on P-bars. So I thought this is gonna be very valuable for me later on. Also, FYI, this was when I could sometimes do a 360. Like, I'm not a pro. I've been to one competition and I've won one battle, then lost my second one. So I'm not a pro, but the Somersault dismount is pretty hard. It's a pretty hard move. And yeah, the story continues that after getting it, I've neglected it for like a month. I kind of forgot it, but fast forward like 3 months and I relearned it. But after a couple of tries, I landed weirdly and my elbow and my ankle started hurting. And after that, the front flip dismount for me just became really scary. But I had like tries where I was facing the completely wrong way. I was facing like 180 degrees away from where I should have. Also, when I did it with pretty bad form. Well, not bad form, but not ideal form. Like before that, I did it like 50 times. And after that fail, it became so scary. I barely did it like 2 or 3 times to this day. So yeah, then after a few weeks, summer started, and I didn't really train it, because training so high level stuff and you don't even have 360 fixed or double 360 or gain gear or 540, you know, these quote-unquote basic stuff that you should learn. That's why I quit it then, and I'm quitting it now. Not forever, but for a while. In the beginning of the summer, I wanted to relearn it because I thought that there's gonna be a competition in August, and I wanted to learn that trick for that competition specifically, and obviously for later on. and I couldn't do it because the gym where I trained it wasn't open during the summer. Now in the last few weeks it reopened, so I started relearning it again, even though there's no competition. But I wanted to relearn it, or at least try, and that's what this video is mostly about. Jesus.
Looking at current
Hello.
offensive Mexican memes. See?
Next level pre-workout.
Next level.
First backflip ever. First try. Nyomd.
First try black flip.
Backflip?
Black flip.
Nem rossz, Not bad.
Marty is trying suicide.
I'm gonna die.
You are so dead. Suicide. Boom. Come on. Suicide. Boom!
Jó! Még nem merem. Arra ezt meg kell.
Yes. Boom! Yo, what's up?
Backflip gang.
Boom!
Nice, bratan. Again.
Yo!
See? Okay, I'm gonna try to do the front flip from the bars now. I mean the P-bars. I have done this like 50 times already, but it was like 4 months ago. And also I did like a couple of tries where I failed miserably. And I also almost injured myself, so now I'm gonna try again with some progressions. When I first did it, it was so easy. It was not even scary, and now that I've failed it a couple of times, it's so fucking scary, man. You have no idea. Okay, so I got it once. I just flipped over like an idiot. It looked terrible, but at least I'm over the part that I'm flipping. Or, you know, whatever. I'm so fucking tired. So I might give it like a full-blown 100% try. Let's see. Okay, so I was just told that I cannot build this slider thingy. So basically this whole gym just became useless for me because the high bar is it's good, but I just don't feel it. It's not good for me. And well, the P-bars, I only use the P-bars with these foams and whatever, but now I cannot use them, so it's pretty much useless. Mondták is, hogy ne csináld egyel.
One week later.
Alright, so the problem before, this is day 2, the problem before was that there was a hole underneath the ramp. But now we Minecrafted the shit out of this, so it should be good. Okay, try number 1. Oh, majdnem meg volt.
Látod? Lucy. No!
Alright, so we out here, well, mostly just me and my girlfriend behind the camera. This is one of the first parks I've ever been to, and it's one of my favorites. And although this is one of my... Hey, hang on. And although this is one of my favorite places, it's kind of bad because a lot of kids and a lot of homeless people are around, which is pretty annoying. Keresek valami nem copyrightos zenét. As I said, a lot of kids around. Nyomjad!
Na, elég. 182 vagy valami.
Nyomjad!
Az vadé? Nyomok egy hátát.
Alright, so I'm home. It was a good training. I'm really happy that I managed to relearn the 360. Actually, a tip for anyone. If you're training on different types of bars, like street workout bar or gymnast bar, like the street workout bar is fixed and the gymnast bar is like shaky. And some of my training mates told me that the difference, it's actually huge, because if you train on a gymnast bar, after a while it's gonna throw your combos really off. It's gonna be really bad, I think that's why I forgot how to do the 360. So if you're struggling to do a trick or learn a trick, you should stick to one bar. Like, you shouldn't one day go to a gymnast bar, then go to a proper street workout bar, because that's gonna fuck you over really bad. So that's one tip for you. Also, I want to talk about one thing, and that is that I'm not the greatest athlete, not even closely. I would still consider myself as a beginner, and I always think that whatever I do is not good enough, because I watch a lot of high-level street workout, and whenever I try to do a video, I always think like, oh man, this is not good enough for the video. I should do better stuff. This is not good enough. And I think a lot about this, and I think I've come to the point that I can accept this and just try to make good content, the content that I'm able to provide. And it doesn't really matter if I cannot do a trick or I can do one, but I think you get the point. Also, boys, I just want to show you another tip. I think it's pretty helpful. It's not a big thing, but if you do this consistently, it will definitely help you not to get too many hand rips. You should be using this. I don't know what the fuck this is, to be honest, or what it's called. And yeah, you should do like this or whatever. But you can actually use it on your palm. like this. You can obviously hear the sound that it's working. And basically what it's good for, that it's gonna flatten out any like ridges and stuff like that, so it won't get stuck in everything and the skin is not gonna fall apart while you're recovering, and it's gonna stay in one piece. It's actually, I think it's really helpful. Okay, so I think you'll be able to see now. Like, see how the skin sticks out, and if you use this, it's gonna flatten it out and it's not gonna get stuck everywhere. Done. So if there's any of you who are struggling with hand tears, then I would recommend starting doing this regularly, probably after every training. It's because after training your hand is gonna be really dehydrated because of the magnesium you used, and that just means it's easier to remove these rips, and that means it's easier to remove these little ridges and stuff like that compared to when your hand is normally hydrated. Alright, that's been it for me today. I'm not sure what the next video will be about, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna figure out something. Next to school it's gonna be a lot harder making content, but I'll try my best.